Man, Netflix is on a roll today with Asian horror. So, also released, I think it was today, is a movie called Attack 13, which is a Thai horror film. And also, quick note, I reviewed a movie called Host for Screamfest a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago. And I had alluded to the fact that it might or might not be dropping on Prime today, the 23rd. And I looked, and it is indeed on there. And why I bring that up on here is because one of the stars of this movie is also one of the stars of that movie. And they both dropped today. So you have Attack 13, which I think came out either today or yesterday, but very recently. And then you have her other movie, which Host is excellent. I highly recommend it. And I recommend this movie too. So a little quick double feature, and you could throw in the third movie there, which I just reviewed on here. A zombie film called The Elixir, which I thought was excellent. So I've had a very, very good productive day with some of these watches. So this actually is from the director of Death Whisperer 1 and 2. This guy's been cranking the horror movies out lately, and some of them are dropping on Netflix. I quite liked Death Whisperer 1 and 2, and I quite liked this. This is about a girls' volleyball team. They're in high school. One of the girls on the team is a bully. She's bullying all of her classmates, and a new girl comes to school. She was the captain of the volleyball team at her previous school. She's a big threat to the bully from this team, and they go head to head. The bully doesn't come out on top, and she ends up dead. And then that's kind of when the movie gets going, because she doesn't stay dead. Yeah, I mean, typically with Thai horror, Indonesian horror, Southeast Asian horror, like I talk about on here a lot. A lot of them have to do with like the paranormal, ghost stuff. That's their bread and butter. And yeah, I mean, I just thought this one was fun. It had tons and tons of twists and turns along the way. You will never be bored watching this because there's just so many things constantly going on. They just make it hard right here. This person betrays this person. This thing happens. This big reveal happens. Big twist happens here. Like, there's so many freaking things going on. It was actually kind of hard to follow for a bit because there were certain things that were happening that I was like, wait a minute, this character does what now, and why is this character here? But it didn't ultimately stay confusing. I feel like I do have everything pieced together, but I was kind of like, there's just so much going on, so much is happening that I'm like, wait, what? Hold on, what? Yeah, there's big surprises, and there's a lot of like possession stuff happening, which I thought was used really well. Um, the direction in this is really slick. I really think that this director would be a very good action director. He does some really good momentum and like action shots in this. The way he filmed the volleyball scene, some of the action fight sequences when one of the girls is fighting for her life. Some of the car stuff in this is really well shot, and it's, as I said, it's very slick. Um, Very smooth action, and I love to see it. And yeah, I dug the characters here. The movie's just fun. I just had a fun time with it because the more things kept happening, the more like ridiculous I felt it was, but like in a very fun way. And I feel like it's pretty self aware. And the twist in the end, the reveal of what's going on with certain characters, I was genuinely like pretty surprised. I was like, okay, that's unique. And then the very, very end where it ends, I'm like, okay, I did not see that coming in the slightest. But I liked it. I did enjoy where it ended up, and I thought it was absolutely unique and memorable, and a fun time. Um, the girl who stars in this also stars in another Thai horror film from last year. It's more of like a romance horror comedy kind of movie called My Boo, which I really wish I had watched last year. It was one of the ones that was on my list, but because it was over 2 hours long, as these movies typically are, I think this one is also longer like that. It just ended up, not getting watched, which was such a shame because that looked totally up my alley and looked like one that I would really enjoy from last year. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. There was a movie that we watched, I think it was from this year, that kind of had a similar tone to the My Boo movie, at least from what I could tell. And that movie is called Dead Talent Society, which I really enjoyed the hell out of. A very cute, fun, almost Beetlejuice-esque horror comedy. I think that was from this year. Yes, it was. Very cool film. I also think maybe that's Shudder. I think that might be a Shudder film. But yeah, anyway, for anyone who saw My Boo, let me know. Did I miss out? I might watch it. I might watch it soon. Once October's over, I might check that out because I've been really enjoying everything that this cast and crew has been doing, whether it's the director with the Death Whisperer movies. He also has another exorcism horror movie that came out. He's done a ton of shit in the last 2 or 3 years. 20 some odd episodes of one television series, 20 other episodes of another horror series, 4 different horror movies. This has all been in the last 2 years. This guy's cranking them out, and it's not really cutting down on the quality. I think these are good. Now, they're not amazing, but they're absolutely entertaining. And if you are a Thai horror fan, I think this is one of the better ones that I've seen recently. This one's really fun. The characters are cool. This is kind of like Mean Girls, I guess would probably be, but horror. Mean Girls plus horror is kind of what this played out like. So there you go. Check it out. Attack 13. Very good day for horror. Very good day. We're going to see Dream Eater tonight. That looks like it's going to be badass. We watched What Happened to Dorothy Bell earlier today. That was really good. I've had an incredible day for horror today. This has been wild. And Dream Eater, hopefully is awesome, and I plan on watching another movie as well, or 2. So this might be one of the best days ever for horror for me. This is an incredible day. So that's that. Let me know if you watch it. It's on Netflix. Check it out. Oh, it's also dubbed and subbed. So for anyone who's like, I like dubbed, I like subbed, you got both options. So don't miss out on it because you're like, I don't like subtitles. And a lot of Netflix horror films, especially from Indonesia, Thailand, the Philippines, whatever, a lot of them just come with the original language track. But the bigger releases for Netflix, ones that they actually promote, that's always how you know. If they actually, when you leave your Netflix on too long and it goes to that screensaver that shuffles titles, if you see an advertisement on there for any of those movies, you know it has English subtitles. Every time they promote a foreign horror film, they always have English subtitles. Whenever they don't, they never do. I don't know what is up with that, but trust me, watch. Check it out. Weird thing I've noticed. So, there you go. Adios.